All right, it's 5:30. That clock's a little bit slow, so we'll get started. We'll ask you to rise with us for prayer and Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Let's pray. Lord and Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening and thank you for the beautiful weather we have. We do pray for our township, and right now we pray for Crystal Laska and her family as her dad, Cliff Lubbers, has passed away. Comfort the family and be round about them. We do pray too for our firefighters and our sheriff's deputies as they serve our community. Keep them safe, protect them, and bless their families as well. We ask that we'd have wisdom from you tonight. In Jesus' name, amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll go on to the consent agenda, approval of the minutes and accounts payable.
Make a motion, we accept the consent agenda as listed.
Support.
Got a motion and support. Any questions, discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Old business, Alden Grove drainage. This is just to release some building permits, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we kind of did it on a consensus thing the other day, but we'll need a motion to release that building permits for Alden Grove.
So moved. Support.
Got a motion and support. Is there any other discussion?
How's the pond? Is the pond getting better?
Well, it was until it rained.
But Crystal's son just did the catch and release and got like 21 fish out of there. So
They did?
Yeah.
So there was 21 left at least.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I said, well, I'm glad you released them back because we're going to need them for the
Yeah.
fishing tournament for Byron days.
It's just, it's mostly brown water. I don't think it's killing very many fish. I don't see many fish on the bank. But I think the fish are okay, but. So yeah, we got motion and support. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Northwest Sewer Project. That's just that letter that Don.
Just a update, yeah,
Sent.
right. You guys saw the letter that went out to the residents on 64th Street last week. I don't see Connor here. I'm kind of, oh, okay, he has a representative here. Did you want to give an update then on the project right now?
Yeah, so we're like 900 foot away from where we go onto the Kilgore property. We have 11 laterals. I think rough numbers, just again, rough estimate, probably like 3 weeks-ish before we're out of 64th Street. Yeah, I know it's a struggle with traffic, that bridge being down. We're trying to do the best we can with getting everybody through there and around there, and we have some options as we get closer and we start affecting everybody on 64th Street from the curb to the bridge, but we're still kind of working through that.
So you're kind of back on schedule again. We started a little bit late, but it must be going pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We put extra crews out there, so there's quite a few people out there. And,
Yeah.
there's a bigger machine, a couple bigger machines
Well,
than we originally anticipated, but we really want to get through it. And
Yeah.
I know this is like one of the biggest impacts of the whole project. Is
Yeah.
that bridge going down didn't help things with
well, that was the
traffic flow.
worst thing. Now you can't get in off Byron, right? Everything's got to come.
Yeah, they do the signs all the time.
They
Yeah.
what?
Sure you can, they do the signs all the time, they should.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but. So anyway, all right, good. Thanks, Connor.
Oh,
That's all you got?
That's Ryan.
Huh?
That's Ryan.
Oh, Ryan.
I've been called
Oh.
worse.
Oh, that's right, I know Connor. We don't need no action on this, it's just a
No,
letter
it's just
for
an update because we
information.
said
Okay.
we'd keep that up there so people would know what was going on.
All right, we're going to new business, 84th Street Investors. This is at Douglas Trail across from the high school. They're asking for a 12-month extension. And they've been moving some dirt, but haven't got much approvals or anything done yet, so they want an extension on whatever they've gotten approved so far. I don't know what they
Yeah,
got.
they still have a long way to go.
Conditional.
Right, yeah, they still have a ways to go, but,
Yeah.
and the extension is for 12 months, however, they are hoping that they'll have it ready to go in a few weeks, so.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need a motion to accept.
That's a logical step. Make a motion to approve this.
Support.
Got a motion and support. Is there any other discussion on this? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Luke Baumer, Master Arts Company, requests a rezoning from multifamily residential to general business, B2, for the property at 7577th. This sits kind of back behind that Wagon Wheel Restaurant,
Yeah, for the
back up
theater.
to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
church, that kind of church thing back there.
Luke's here.
Is Luke here? I don't know if there's anything you want to tell us, Luke, but
No, thank you so much. My name is Luke Bauma. I've been the executive director there for the last 2 years, but I've actually been involved now for 27 years, starting when I was a teenager. And Master Arts has been around for 40 years. We've been in our current location for 25 years of that time. And we've badly outgrown our current facility. Right now, 2 of our summer camps are happening starting tonight, and they filled up back in January, and we probably turned away at least 100 kids we know of, and many more probably we never knew of. We would love to be able to rezone it for the purpose of eventually adding onto the back of the building to get about 3,000 more square feet to offer more educational programs, larger auditorium to meet the demands. Our shows fill up, our classes are full, our summer camps are all full. We'd love to stay here in Byron Center. We like the location. And we're just hoping first to rezone it and then to come back eventually to get approval for that about 3,700 square feet roughly square footage on it. So that's our hope. Unfortunately, if we can't do that, we need to move, find somewhere where we can meet the demands of the community here in Byron Center.
The old church property.
It is. It used to be the Pine Gate Church. It used to be Wagon Wheel. Now we're right behind Poncho's Tacos over there. And we actually have quite a bit of room behind our facility that's an open field that we maintain that's on our property that we would like to use to kind of expand behind the current location. So that's what we're looking to do. We're very excited. Like I said, 25 years here. We'd love to continue to support this community. We just finished a show called Things We Couldn't Say, which was a true story about a lady from here from West Michigan. During World War II, she lived in the Netherlands and worked in the Dutch resistance the whole time, was captured. Her fiance he was killed, but she survived it and worked in the resistance, lied her way out of it, talked her way out of it, and was released and worked in the resistance the rest of the time. So we tell stories of the community, we tell great shows and more.
Eat them on?
Yeah.
Beat them on, yep. And it was a great show. We sold it all out. We had a huge long wait list, and it's tough to say, we're sorry, we can't do any more on our shows and on our classes with that. So we're hoping to do more. We got, this September, we'll do a play called September Bears, which will be in remembrance of 9/11, about hugs across America. It started after that. It's the story of a teacher who, in New York, her classroom was troubled. She started bringing teddy bears in for the kids, and then started that as a whole movement. So we'll be collecting teddy bears, too, to donate across town to different departments and stuff, too, during that. So we try to be a good member, good neighbor to our community, and more with that.
the crowd not too rowdy, is it?
No, no, just a lot of theater people. We got, right now, if you go there, you'll find a building full of 8 through 17-year-old kids learning about acting and building sets and doing lights and stuff.
How
So
far
it's
do
a
you
great.
draw?
All over from Rockford down to Holland and Ionia, but 90% of our audience is the Granville, Jenison, Hudsonville, Byron Center, and Kentwood market. That's the vast majority, kind of the M6 corridor, which we really like being there right off of 131 and M6 helps us out. But Byron Center has grown to be one of our largest communities where people actually come to it, followed by Hudsonville, Jenison, and then Granville, and then Kentwood. After that, then it's just a smattering of people all over with it. We actually got kids that come all the way from Ionia, though, for this camp every day. So.
Relationship with the neighbors to the north.
Oh, we're great. Actually, we've had them offer to come in. The garage that sits in our parking lot
I see that, yeah.
is not owned by us. It was actually, that home originally owned that land. They donated it. Now a different person owns it. We've tried to be very good. We went through the whole neighborhood, talked to everybody. And we intend to be good neighbors with putting landscaping and stuff between us and them with any future developments. You know, we don't have, our actors are not mic'd. So it's not like we're blaring sound or anything. Everything's done by vocal projection. And so we're not throwing concerts or anything like that. We do live theater acted on the stage.
Will the expanded space require the need for getting mic'd up for the performers at all?
I don't intend to. We intend to keep, we're currently 108 people is our max capacity. Depending on how we set it up, sometimes it's less. Like we just did a show, it was 103. This current setup is under 200 people, so it would continue to be that way. We do musicals, but we usually do live music inside, not mic'd again, because we don't want to overwhelm the singers and actors with that. So that hasn't been a problem. We've never had a noise complaint to my knowledge since I've taken over. And the neighbors have been great. Some of them have sent their kids through our programs and participated with that.
I've heard, been to a couple of your performances, and it's excellent.
Well, thank you. You know, it's great because it's all community. All those actors are unpaid volunteers, and it's a great opportunity not just for community to come see a good show, but also for people in the community to get an opportunity to come act. When we were founded, it was a bunch of Grace Bible College professors started it, and they had a question of what happens once all their students graduate in West Michigan. Where do they go? Where can they continue to learn about art and theater? And we've been a ministry in the community there ever since 1985 when they formed that. And since 2001, actually the week of 9/11 we opened. That was an interesting opening day for our new building. We've been in the current facility and giving people opportunity to act, learn, be on stage, play music, build sets. It's a great way to do that. We've even done things like community game nights in our basement, have people come and play board games and stuff for all of our actors to have a community feel with it.
Yeah. Good.
I think it's excellent. I'd
Good
like
program.
to make a motion that we accept the change from MFR to general business.
Support. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
You got a motion?
Doesn't matter, you can
You-
choose.
Go ahead.
Got a motion and support. Is there any other discussion on this?
Three sides of this.
I don't think you could have asked for a
I'll
better
let you do
neighbor
the
than that.
community.
Yeah,
It's a great transition property type thing.
yeah, I think it's good. Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. So you got that part done, Luke, so. All right, good. All right, we got the community center's got a couple, Crystal's got a couple equipment proposals.
Did I understand that correctly, Peggy, that the one from D2W includes more maintenance than the other one?
Right, so she's been working with D2W for the maintenance because All Pro and the fitness things, their charges for the maintenance side of things is much more substantial than the D2W. So even though this proposal from D2W is a bit higher than the All Pro one, she still feels that overall, she's gonna get a better package deal with the D2W, and this is the first time then that she's trying out their equipment, but because the service has been so good, she'd like to give them an opportunity to purchase a couple of pieces of equipment from them then, so.
Service is huge.
Yeah, it is, right, and that's where she's found a big difference, so.
I make a recommendation that we approve the D2W proposal.
Support.
You got a motion and support? Is there any other discussion?
It's within the budget that we set.
Yeah.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ordinance to amend 705 regarding golf carts, e-bike.
Wait, we've
Oh, I
got
missed one?
fire proposal, yeah,
Oh, the fire department.
yeah.
Brian? Oh, you're hiding right there. I thought you didn't show up. All right. I'm here. Yeah, okay, good.
Any questions on it?
Is it within the budget?
What's that?
Is it within the budget?
Yep.
That's my favorite line. I mean,
Yep.
I just
Yeah.
want to know,
Yeah.
are we staying in budget, right?
Planned purchases, yep.
What's happening to the Explorer? Do you push
For
that?
now, we're gonna hang on to it just as a spare vehicle, but eventually we'll sell it off.
Do we have a title yet?
Got a
We have a
title.
title.
Got a title.
Got a title.
Thanks to Amos, we got a title for it.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't have to go down to Indiana either.
I didn't have to go to Indiana, but
We haven't gotten to the point where we are retiring a pickup yet, are we? Because I know we kind of made the change from Explorer to
No, because
pickup.
we keep adding,
Yeah.
we keep adding people and
So we felt
stations
like
and,
the initial cost of a pickup is not that much more, but the
Resale would be better.
resale
Yeah,
is
right.
much higher on
Yeah.
versus a.
yep.
Yeah.
And then buying it through the My Deals program is what
Yeah,
saves us,
right.
so.
I don't, yeah, I mean, the
But that's all
first
you're-
one we bought's only got 30,000 miles on it, and it's a 21,
that's yours.
yeah.
But you're just buying pickups, right? You're not doing that Explorer thing anymore.
Yeah, that's what this
Right,
is.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
we're
don't
not
need
buying
no
any
more.
more of those, no.
That was kind of before your time, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. Right.
Make a motion that we approve the purchase.
Second.
So this is just for the pickup truck?
Yeah,
Okay, this is for the pickup truck.
Not for the turnout gear too?
You want to do
let's do
turnout?
it with the turnout gear. I don't think we have,
Do them both?
Yeah.
yeah, do it smaller.
The second stance?
Second stand.
Okay, we got a motion and support. Any other questions for Brian on this? And this is turnout gear that don't fall apart, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's good
Yep,
stuff.
it's good stuff. We tried a few years ago switching to a different brand and
Yeah.
it didn't work out.
We tried
so-
that too once.
Yep. So,
Okay.
Turnout gear is just
the
The
coat and
coat, yeah.
pants,
Yeah.
full,
it's actually, this is just for the coat and pants. That's how
That
much
stuff's
that
very
stuff costs
expensive.
nowadays. So, I used to be able to buy 3 sets without having to get approval, but not anymore.
how
Yeah.
long does that last?
10 years. So,
Probably lasts longer than that, but you gotta get rid of it in
Yep.
10, right?
Fire.
yeah, we have,
For fire.
the NFPA tells us we can only use it for 10 years, so even though it, some people still looks good at 10 years, but we have to retire it, so.
What do you do with it normally?
Lately we've been donating it. So
Somebody else
other,
can use
other
it?
countries will
Other
take it.
countries?
Yep,
Yeah,
because they don't have what we have, so,
yeah.
and they don't care about 10-year-old stuff, so.
Well, we used to could, give it to departments up north or something, but they probably can't use it either with,
They're not supposed to, but some
supposed
probably
to.
still do.
well, it's
But yeah.
better than nothing,
Yep.
yeah.
So,
All right, we got motion and support? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
thank you.
Okay, Brian. Thanks. Now we're going to the ordinance. Golf carts and e-bikes, similar vehicles on the sidewalks has become quite an issue. The e-bikes are getting quite fast. And it's brought this up, I've seen a few of them on Main Street flying across in front of the stores. If somebody step out of a store, then,
Smoked.
yeah, that's dangerous, what the heck? So these things are getting fast. They fly around in the park and they're all over the place. And I understand people get these for the kids, but
I read through this, and it was a little unclear to me. So bicycles technically aren't supposed to be on the sidewalk.
technically they're not, but we didn't go after the
We're not gonna go
bicycles,
Yeah.
pedal bikes.
Thank you, because there's streets that are not safe for just
Right.
regular bikes to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's, I'll see families with little kids. and-
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Most people aren't flying up and down on their
no.
Pedal
Street on
bikes.
Are flying on a bicycle don't want to be on the sidewalk.
No, they're on the road
Right.
anyway, because they're going
Yeah.
30 miles
Yeah.
an hour. so-
I just wanted to make sure, because I didn't think we wanted to,
Get into
No.
that,
Into that.
no.
No. So, and we haven't got no complaints on
Yeah.
pedal bikes.
I actually got a call from a resident, older resident, not as old as I am, but older.
Yeah, well, that narrows it down quite a ways.
Yeah. Anyway, they were concerned that we took off Class 1 assisted bikes,
Yeah.
which are not fast. Obviously, they don't go faster than a bicycle. And that would keep them off of trails, but the way it's worded, it would even keep them off of streets, neighborhood streets.
I don't see where it
Well,
says
no, I
streets in
don't say
here.
streets.
sidewalks.
I was gonna ask that
Sidewalks.
about the golf carts.
And
It doesn't address the golf carts on streets.
you know,
The
we
problem,
had the
No, it's
wording
only
in
on
there
passing
with, you know, that
Well-
bicyclists need to give way to pedestrians and to,
Right.
you know,
but the problem is, it gets to be hard to enforce because you got class 1, 2, and 3 e-bikes.
right.
And I didn't even know there was such a thing. But there is. So the class 1 is a little slower, and then it gets faster as you go up the numbers. But it gets almost impossible to enforce because now you're asking a cop to determine, is this a class 1 or a class 2 or a class 3? Who knows? You know, so it is e-bikes.
How do you enforce it now, though?
Well, they're gonna have to catch them. The only, it's just like speeding tickets.
Maybe
You gotta catch
No,
them on the
it's harder
side.
than speeding.
Tough to make an ordinance you can't
I
enforce.
mean, you just can't,
You really
you don't have
can't.
that many police officers on the road.
Right.
Be a low amount of CCs, I believe.
What's that?
Low CCs.
Does Yamal have any thoughts on that?
So at the end of the day, it's all gonna be up to the officer's discretion. Regarding enforcement, so like last year, I adjusted my schedule, so I'll make sure to do that again. It's not gonna take into effect, if it gets approved anyways, until 30 days. So Peggy and I will work together on adjusting my schedule. But two, it's educational, right? Am I, as a police officer, if I see the kid that's obviously going 5 miles per hour versus the 30+ mile per hour downtown Byron Center, I'm gonna use discretion. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be a civil infraction, so it's not gonna be like a misdemeanor or obviously a felony. So at the end of the day, it's officer discretion, it's really all educational purposes. So yeah, our biggest issue though is on the trails, that's the biggest issue. So right now, I'm in an email thread with a couple people from the King County Parks, and lieutenants and stuff. We're just trying to tackle this as a whole. So yeah.
There's something we could do with some temporary signage.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the next step, signage, posting about it, and really just education, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna know about it. Nobody's gonna know that it is actually an issue. And then two, like maybe if we go into the Byron Center area, downtown specifically, maybe we get off the bike, right? Maybe we walk it if we're gonna go to Houseman's, or walk it into the parking lot. So just some different ways to tackle this, but it is gonna be a nuisance, it is gonna be a new modern thing we're just gonna have to deal with.
Who's gonna handle the signage? Are we gonna?
We
handle
will
that?
handle the signage, yeah.
You guys?
And also, the timing works out well because our newsletter goes into the tax bills for July 1st. So we'll be able to put an article in there in the tax bills for the newsletter that will address that. So, which is about when the 30 days comes up too, so.
Are we seeing something similar with other communities kind of
That-
going
That's
this
what's,
route?
and that's when our attorney
Okay.
got involved. It was easy for him to help us create this, so.
I would make a motion that we approve the ordinance to amend number 705 regarding e-bikes and golf carts and similar vehicles.
I'll support.
Got a motion and support. Is there any other discussion?
So,
Questions?
the ones that, there's a lot of kids that are riding around with ones that have no pedals, right? So is that gonna fall under motor vehicle?
Are you talking about the?
Yes.
Fully electric bikes that the kids
Yes.
fly around on?
Like the ones with the helmet and everything like that, they almost look like.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
They don't have no
it's all-
pedals. There's no pedals.
That is technically an electric dirt bike.
Right, so that would fall under motor vehicle, right?
Yeah.
So if, what I'm asking is, those are gonna be covered under this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
Those are
actually,
the ones that go super fast up and down the
actually no
sidewalks.
different than
Yeah.
riding like a dirt bike,
Yeah.
Right.
small dirt bike on
Those are the ones that I've witnessed flying up and down the sidewalks.
Right.
The ones with pedals, I haven't really seen a lot of those, but those ones, yeah.
I actually passed one coming up through the trail and right in front of the Township Hall as I came in tonight. But if we don't exempt E1, I'm not gonna vote for it.
Well, that's up to you, but it's too hard to enforce that. All
I'm
right,
gonna enforce it anyway, but
yeah, it is gonna be, it is, but you gotta start someplace. All right, any other? All right, would you call the roll, please, Polly?
Sure. Amos?
Yes.
Me, yes. Becky?
Yes.
Tom?
no.
Jay?
Yes.
Marty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
All right, we'll go on to PGI, Byron Center, requesting a liquor license in the Downtown Development Authority District. So this is kind of a different approach to a liquor license, but I guess if they can make it work, it's up to them. Where are we at with that? Are they waiting on us to approve their
Yeah,
part?
yeah.
So they still have to go find one on the market?
No, now this is separate since it's part of the DDA.
Yep.
So they have other hoops that they have to jump through to show that they've asked every other Class C license owner
Yep.
if they're able to sell it to them. And then once they get all of that back, to say, we tried everybody in Kent County and there's nobody that's ready to sell their Class C license, and they have a few other things they have to do too. Then they submit that to Lara with the state, and then they can get it. But there's more that they have to do getting this from the DDA than what a typical Class C license is.
If we had one available.
Yeah, right.
Is this Pepino's or who is this?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Pepino's, yep.
We basically approved the first step of this.
Yeah, we did, right.
Yeah.
Because he asked if he
This
should
is
come
just a
tonight, and I said,
continuation in the
you really.
steps, or
The
Yeah.
pricing, I think, is what, the fee?
Yeah, that was it, but we knew this was coming, so.
I make a motion, we support.
Second.
Got a motion and support, is there any other discussion? You call the roll, please, Peggy?
Amos?
Yes?
Me, yes. Becky?
Yes.
Tom?
No.
Jay?
Yes.
Marty?
Yes.
Scott?
All right, Patty Williams, Sounds of Summer.
Yeah, so they had her son had a situation now where he needs back surgery, and he's a real big part of the production of each concert, so she's gonna have to hire somebody else to do some of the lifting of the equipment between in the beginning and at the end of each concert, and to do a couple of weeks of the production video taping. So she asked if it would be possible then to add an extra $1,000 to what we had already approved quite a few months ago, because she needs to pay somebody to be able to do the stuff that
I
Lair
kind of question
couldn't
that
do.
because, I mean, we're watching our pennies on it.
It's
What did we approve for the summer series?
The 27,000, because there was an extra concert this year than there was last year. We had 4 at Bicentennial this year, we only had 3 at Bicentennial last year.
It was a well-attended event Thursday.
She said 600.
It was,
Here.
oh, it was
Yeah,
packed.
she
I saw
emailed me and she
videos
said
on
600.
Social media,
I've seen
it was
them over
very,
there.
Yeah,
very
Soul
busy.
Syndicate is a big one. Brenna will bring in
Brenna will,
Beach.
yeah.
huge numbers, so,
So her son must have worked for next to nothing, and now she's gonna
yeah.
find somebody to help.
When she asked me, it was, I mean, if she doesn't, she understands, but at the same time, I didn't want that money to come out of her pocket to have to pay somebody to do this, so.
He said Brenna will bring in
It's
Over 1,000.
It's a
They're
popular
big,
band.
Brenna's
yeah.
huge,
Yeah.
yeah.
big.
Like 70s, 80s, 90s music.
I'm big into bands.
We're gonna,
You'll like
If you
'em.
didn't notice.
we're gonna be able to sit in Marty's front yard.
Yeah, you will, right. Soap in the window.
It's a one-time thing, and it's due to an accident.
Right, yep, this was an exception.
everything's been
He
booked
didn't
and
expect to
scheduled
have
already.
back
Yeah.
surgery, so.
I'll make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Got a motion and support, or any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're going to building department permit fee schedule.
Did I read that or understand correctly that nothing is changing except any work started without obtaining, then the fees are doubled?
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
The fees are about the same as they always been.
Why were some in red, I guess?
I think there was a couple of them
That's
they
just,
adjusted.
she said that's Randy. Randy puts that in there, so he knows that, but it didn't, there were no changes, so.
I'm surprised it
Oh, is that
wasn't
Heidi
already
that-
a double.
It's for Randy.
But
That's what she
Did Heidi put this
explained.
together, or did?
Heidi did that was the fee schedule for
How
Randy.
often does this happen?
With what,
No
the
permits?
yellow? It
Couple times
happens
a
once
month.
in a while, you know,
Couple times a month.
I don't know, well, I can
I
tell
don't
you
know
it
if they
happens
do
a
that
lot
much, but
with
it does
electrical
happen.
and permits.
Electrical is the worst.
yeah.
I can see that.
'Cause I,
more.
yeah,
Yeah.
right, I don't know about building permits.
Building would be
But
mind-boggling.
it's the electrical
Well-
and the mechanical stuff.
I don't think building houses actually is a problem.
No, right, no, right.
It's-
You've
it's
approved the project.
We
It's
actually,
just
Yeah.
the sub's gotta get theirs in.
we actually catch the electrical ones more
The
than.
electrical.
Yeah.
A lot of times a guy will come for electrical permit and he said, well, you can do the inspection too, because it's already done.
Yeah,
My
As long as he
son,
pulled
my
the
son
permit, I
almost
don't-
started his 2 weeks ago, cause he thought I was gonna pick up the permit, and I thought he was gonna pick it up, so.
But anyway, the main change on this is on the last page, that bottom
Yeah, it's just
line.
in yellow.
That part in yellow, that's the main change. So they've been fighting us all the time, but we never had nothing really substantial to say, okay, here's what we're gonna charge you, and you can't just pick random
I'm
numbers.
surprised that wasn't in effect already, cause
Yeah.
that's
I
kinda
know,
Well,
right,
it's been talked about for a
industry's
few years, so,
norm.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So,
I would move that we approve the permit fee schedule, updated permit fee schedule.
Or,
got a motion and support, is there any other discussion?
So you're saying the house that's been permitted, and the plumber, electrician, or heating guy are working there, and these are working men that are office men at night, can't come in and pull a permit and then say, would you do an inspection tomorrow? He's gonna get penalized?
Probably.
I-
They're supposed to have
I
a
don't,
permit,
I won't vote
What
for it
is
then.
that?
They're
Yeah,
supposed
it
to-
would
Say that
only
again.
be,
they're supposed to have a
A
permit
ton
before
of
they start.
subs.
no.
The house has
Oh, is
been
that the
approved to build.
subs?
So the sub comes in and says, hey, will you do my, it's plumbing, it's underground, right? It's always the underground. So they run the pipe, they write a check, they drop it off and say, can you inspect tomorrow? Because they know they're doing the work that day.
Yeah,
And I'm like, so he pulled the permit before he asked for the inspection.
yeah, no, he's not gonna get.
It should be
No,
the
if he's,
guy,
if he hasn't
One
done the
that,
work yet.
that afterwards, when they're looking at it and they say, well, you didn't pull a
Yeah.
permit for this,
that
and
that
it's
I
like,
support. I wanted
oh,
clarity
That's-
on that.
yeah.
you're
I
asking
wanted
for
clarity on that.
forgiveness instead of permission,
There's a
you know?
ton of working subs that
Yeah.
are the office men also, and
Yeah.
they're gonna come in and write a check the day they start their work.
Okay,
No,
well,
this
that-
would
that-
not apply to them.
And let's not slow them down.
Right, no, no, that's
that
not what
part-
the,
That'll work,
that's not at all.
but it's when they come for a permit after all the work is done, that's where it gets
Well,
screwed up.
if they're out on site,
it's because they get caught and then they gotta
Yeah,
come.
then they
that's a
gotta
different thing, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have a motion and support.
We got a motion and support, anything else? Would you call the roll, please?
Amos,
Yes?
me, yes, Becky,
yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Jay,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes,
Scott.
Yes.
Okay. The cell tower, got this guy been talking to me for 6 months. They want to put a cell tower in Cutlerville behind the fire station. It's Verizon. And so we've been going back and forth, and they send a contract this thick. And we need the attorney to look at that thing before we sign anything. But I got to find out, and I forgot to look, but when we bought that MDOT property, MDOT, I don't get this, used to be you could buy the property from MDOT for $1. You know, it went back and forth, but then you can't sell it. Well, we paid market value for that, and they still put these restrictions on, we can't sell it. Well, we didn't fight it much because it's gonna be the fire barn, and we ain't gonna sell it anyway. So, I mean, we can live with a 10-year restriction. But I'm not sure about the lease, if we can lease this here square to Verizon without getting MDOT involved. I gotta check that out.
So
And
then
this
do we
is the
table this
Cutlerville
until
Fire
we
Barn?
find
That's behind the Cutlerville Fire Barn is where it'll
ours.
go.
No, it's.
We paid full value. There's no.
Station 2.
Station 2.
Yeah.
Right, but we paid full value. There should be
We
no.
did, but they still put restrictions.
Well,
If so many
size.
years after 5 years, then you could, but within 0 to 5 years, then you couldn't do something,
But
You
we're not
could
selling it.
sell it
We
for
can't sell it.
business,
Using the
you
same
know?
function.
Yeah,
But I
right,
gotta look
yeah.
at the small
And that's why
print if
he's
the
just
lease
checking to make
affects it.
sure
I
we're,
don't think a lease would affect it.
Yeah.
I would hope not, but.
Not if it helps you.
I
No,
would
because
think we should-
technically we could lease it to our fire department.
I think we need to look into it though before.
Well, we
Yeah,
gotta
that
make sure we
part
got
we
our
would.
ducks in a row.
Yeah.
And it's like 25, 30 grand
I
a year, so,
can't get to it from here.
you know, it ain't life or death thing.
No, but it's
It's still good
It
money.
helps.
still good money.
Yeah,
Heck
it
yeah.
helps.
How does that compare to the cell tower lease that we have already?
I think this one's 25 a year.
And what's the other one?
That's the only one we got.
We only have one.
Yeah.
Just this one.
Okay.
But it goes down. It just depends on how many companies they get that want to participate on that. So it just went down 1,000 because I forget which one
Somebody
pulled out,
pulled
but
off.
let's just say AT&T pulled out, then the rent went down.
But a few years ago, it went up. They come and told us.
Yeah, right.
They added somebody, so it went up, so. It goes both ways depending on contracts with them. But it's kind of this ain't gonna be a final decision, but it's kind of a thing, you wanna go forward with this and we'll make sure we get everything, all our ducks in a row and what the numbers are gonna be.
Do the homework.
So
We need to vote.
So
we
it would
need
be
a-
just to pursue it. It wouldn't
Just
be
to
the
pursue it.
final vote.
Yeah.
It would just
Let's
be
do a vote
to,
to pursue it.
to look into it,
Because
right?
we need
Because we
the
don't want to
attorney-
waste, we
attorney
don't want to
fees.
waste our time or anybody, you know,
Yeah.
if we're going to say, no, we don't want
Need
to
a
look at it.
recommendation?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need a
I
vote,
make a
so,
recommendation, you do the homework on the cell tower.
okay.
Second.
Got a motion and support, is there any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and you seen the letter in there for this, gonna change my job a little bit,
I didn't see it in there,
you know?
in the packet.
It's in the back.
Page
letter?
91.
Last.
You got it, Scott?
Yep.
This is basically what we talked about at budget time. And we finally got our ducks in a row enough to pull this off, so. It pretty much is self-explanatory in that.
I think as the township continues to grow, I think that this is a really smart choice. You know, kind of making this a, you know, part-time position and really having somebody full-time and steady that, you know, can run the day-to-day and,
Yeah, I think that's the scariest part. Because, you know, this past election, we had 5 new people come on the board, right?
The
Tom
election
was-
before.
Yeah, not the
Years
last,
ago.
yeah, last one was
6 years ago,
unopposed.
yeah.
But in 2020 then, we had 5 of us new.
Yeah.
And Tom had been here and Peg had been here. I'd been here, back in the 80s. But, I mean, it could happen that with a vote of all 7 of us, you could change the whole board. And
For sure.
That would be very difficult for a new board, complete new board, to come in here and pick this stuff up. And I think with a manager, he would have enough to have some continuity that.
For sure.
Like
Totally
say,
agree with you.
we got it covered and here's how we do this and here's how we do that.
Right.
Because there's a lot of things that you gotta know, to just walk in here and do this.
And it's just a bigger entity than it used to be.
Oh, it's much bigger.
Huge, and it's getting bigger. And so the more systems that you can put in place that keep continuity, the better off we are.
Yeah, and, when I got hurt, I was gone, laying in that hospital bed 4.5 months. And the thing, Peggy basically picked up the ball and did everything. So now when I come back, she's got a lot of that stuff under control. So I wouldn't pay me $90,000 for what I'm doing. So I look at it from the township side. So I thought, well, she's doing most of the work, and I don't think that's fair. So I'd like to see some of that go to her for doing the extra work, and I'll just do less. I might cut grass in the park or something for $25 an hour on days, but
We should
we're
be,
a little short-handed in the park sometimes.
we should be moving into a, probably down the road, a committee though soon to look at how this manager financial picture fits together, right? Maybe we could talk about that and talk about that at the next meeting or something.
Yeah,
No, I think it's wise thinking, Amos.
yeah.
It's hard because the supervisor is the only one that doesn't have deadlines in the office. I mean, when the supervisor comes in, there's nothing pressing except whatever's come before him from residents or from different entities, but it can be a full-time job, but it's all dependent on what comes through the door.
Yeah.
So
Some days it's,
so there are days where you do want somebody here because you don't know when a resident's gonna walk in, and then if the supervisor's not here, somebody else has to field the questions. But at the same time, there's nothing that's, when the person gets up in the morning, it's like, okay, I gotta get in because I've got a report that's due, or I've got a deadline, except whatever I've been self-created or or somebody else has created for me. So that's the hard part. It's like, does it warrant full-time? Possibly, but it also at the same time doesn't. So you just don't know. There are days
manager
where you need to be there 8 hours and days where you can be 4. But it's always, it's not Amos, it's the position that's
sure.
where it's at. It's just the nature
such
of
a
that
different-
position.
And you get such a variety of personalities. Just look at the last supervisors. They all had different assets. The last
right.
3 that I could think
Yeah,
of.
yep.
Or 4 since Larry,
Right,
whatever.
yep.
They all had different skill sets, where a board now can hire a set of skill sets and say, we want you, and there might be some long-term thinking to that.
Yeah,
So,
and there's still that room for the supervisor's position, because there are people that come in that it could be a manager, but they're still gonna say, I wanna see the supervisor.
Yeah.
I have a problem and I wanna see the supervisor, you know?
and you can't
So-
eliminate it anyway by law.
No, but
Right.
it's hard
You
because,
could say he's here
yeah,
Tuesday
right,
mornings.
Yeah,
yeah,
She's here Tuesday mornings.
yeah.
And
so
I
maybe
would,
between now and August 1st, we can talk about what that committee looks like and what our goals are there, and what the stipend is.
I like the idea of trying to merge that financial.
Oh, I do too.
Yes, and not have 2, because that's,
That's overkill.
yeah. Well, and it's costs more, If you can merge that into one person, that saves
I
money.
think that's gonna be difficult, though.
Well, I'm sure,
Yeah.
I'm sure it will, but.
Gaines Township has done it.
No, they haven't.
I mean, they've not done that, but they've done the
They've done the
supervisor
manager
thing.
thing.
Manager.
That part, right, but not to have a financial and a manager
Yeah.
together. Nobody that I know of has
Well,
both
their
in one.
treasurer didn't want to.
Right.
it's hard to find somebody with that.
We're not gonna
Both
solve that
skills.
tonight.
No,
But
right.
again, let's try to have something set up by August 1 to move forward with that.
and I feel like that committee should be non-full-time employees of the township.
That I won't be on that committee, basically. I'm the only one that could be.
She's the only one left.
Everyone left.
Except for Peggy.
That would
So
only
we're not
leave
gonna
me.
solve that
Yeah.
tonight.
No, we can
Let's-
talk about
Let's try to
it.
get this.
Yeah, that's about it.
So, to be legal, I think we need a motion to accept this, right? 'Cause this
I'll
is
make the
That's all we need.
I'll make a
a
motion.
major change.
Support.
Got a motion and support. Any other questions, discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? We'll go on to public comments. Anybody have anything for the board? We'll give you 3 minutes.
Keep mine out of the way.
Covered.
My name is Cindy Elsma. I live on 64th Street, closer to Iron Rust. Does anyone know this Don DeGroot, how often he has gone out to the job sites? Does he go pretty regularly?
We scheduled,
Yeah.
right?
And he also was in the memos that you've received that if you want to call him, he's only a few minutes away.
Yeah, and I also read about a trailer. I haven't.
Yeah, that was why he couldn't be on site for a little bit, because there wasn't a trailer there. But the memo that you got the other day
Yeah, dated
has
the
it.
3rd.
Because we had said these were the hours, but at the same time, he's available other hours too.
Okay. I ask because the water that they're pulling out of the ground is not being filtered and has not been for at least a month. I have video proof. I walk there at least every other day. When they put the manhole in closest to the bridge, they didn't even bother to put a filter on that. They just threw the tube on the side of the road and let it drain down. Also, an old crew member told me that
What member?
a crew member from the workers over there, I don't know his name, we were just talking on the bridge, and I asked him, I said, so where do you have to dump these? And he pointed behind the metal bar, and he said, oh, we just dump them back there. From what I've read, that's not very good. Oh, and as of 4:30 this afternoon, the road was still left open by the workers. It probably is right now, too. At approximately 11:30 this morning, I assume it was Montgomery, drove over the bridge with a semi pulling a trailer with 6 of those ginormous cement black cylinders. And then the road's been open all day since then. And your letter posted on the 3rd said that the Kent County Road Commission deemed the bridge was not safe to go over. And just the other day, we seen a guy moving the signs to haul appliances to his house on a trailer. Oh, I just live right there. You know, and this is why people, in the evening when they do remember to close it, we get turnarounds all evening because they expect it's still gonna be open, because half the time it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Why can't the county just put cement barriers there and be done with it?
I did not receive that letter.
You haven't gotten it yet?
No.
Okay, well, they should be, because it went to everybody from Ivan Rest East. I mean, they went in the mail on Wednesday, so,
This is
yeah.
the same as it used to be.
All right, obviously I'm here again regarding the Northwest Sewer Project because residents continue to feel ignored while the impacts of this project keep getting worse. This morning at 7 a.m., our house and beds were literally shaking from heavy equipment outside our home. And then before 7:30 a.m. this morning, on our first day of summer break, we had repeated knockings 6 different times at our door, phone calls and text messages telling us to move our vehicles immediately or risk being trapped in our driveway with no notice. That was our notice. They were digging on both sides of our property today. I don't appreciate being woke up at 7 in the morning with pounding on my door several times. For months, residents have had to rearrange schedules, deal with changing access, walk through mud, and navigate what feels like an obstacle course just to get in and out of our neighborhood. During the school year, because of how poorly this has been managed, I spent weeks driving my children back and forth to bus stops and schools multiple times a day because normal access was disrupted. That means extra fuel, extra wear and tear on our vehicles, and constant schedule changes for our families. But what has become completely unacceptable is the repeated disregard for private property. Contractors have repeatedly gone beyond our right-of-way and onto our property without permission. One worker entered our backyard while we were not home, which was caught on our security camera and directly witnessed by a neighbor. A porta potty was placed on our property beyond the right-of-way until my husband went outside and told the workers to move it. We have pictures of all of this. Heavy equipment has been driven onto our driveway beyond the right-of-way. Side-by-sides have been driven through our yard 30 to 40 feet beyond the right-of-way. We have tire tracks. Workers have walked through our property, materials have been placed on our lawn, and just today, that truck that she mentioned hauling the concrete pipes, those concrete sewer pipes were placed on our property beyond the right-of-way, and I went out as they were moving them, and I asked them not to put them there, and the man operating the machinery said, "I'm just doing what the customer told me to do." I'm assuming that's Montgomery. Let me be very clear. The township and contractors do not get to decide what happens on my private property beyond the right-of-way without permission. And our flowering pears in front have been repeatedly damaged despite us asking time and time again for workers to avoid them. During one incident, heavy equipment hit them so hard they were driving by right in front of us as we were standing next to the trees discussing the sewer lateral with the foreman. It knocked the American flag off the machinery, and Connor jumped out, had to stop and pick it up. The American flag, which irony, right? The American dream. So his response afterward was essentially, "We'll just have to move your trees." No, the expectation should be slowing down and respecting our property. Residents are being left to deal with damaged trees, driveway concerns, landscaping impacts, dust, mud, debris, and ongoing disruption, while also being expected to document everything ourselves and fight for restoration afterward. So tonight, I want direct answers. What specifically is this board going to do to stop contractors from entering private property beyond the right-of-way, improve oversight, address restoration and damage concerns, and start treating the residents living through this project with basic respect? Because
Okay.
after a year of nearly a year of showing up, documenting the issues and speaking at this meeting, enough is enough.
Time's up.
Okay, but you know what? I've been interrupted plenty.
Yeah.
3 minutes is nothing.
Anybody else?
Hi, guys. I will try my best at the 3 minute. I've respected you guys completely. Once you guys have respected that 3 minute, I will do my best. I will. First, I want to address, thank you for addressing the debris and the trash that they were just throwing all over the ground. I appreciate that. Do I think they're respecting what you guys are asking to do with that? Not by any means. Those crews are not respectful to our property or even the Kent County's property. The main one I'm going to address with you guys tonight is the culvert, because that affects me. It is closed. It is closed by the Kent County Road Commission for a reason. I get that Montgomery has a permit so they can go in and out of it, which doesn't make sense. Like the police officer told me on Thursday, if it's unsafe to us, it's unsafe to everybody. Why are you driving a semi over that with large things on it? Let alone you're leaving it open. Last Monday left it open from noon to 6, not monitored at all. Now I got residents, Amazon workers literally moving the road close signs, putting them into my yard. I got mules, I got side-by-sides coming in way past the 33 foot mark. You can see them going down into my lawn. Look, big ruts onto my thing. I've called Peggy and asked her what I had to do. We got a hold of the road commission to ask. I'm gonna have to put up gaudy things in my yard so people quit driving in it. The main thing is, are you guys gonna do something about this and put some type of permanent barrier up, or work with Kent County Road Commission so that at least if Montgomery has a permit to go through there, that it's locked until they want? I just won't maintain my property on that side as long as I'm not in trouble for not mowing it for the time period. But something's gotta happen. It's dangerous. Let alone, I've called the police 3 times from residents moving it because they think it's okay to do it. And it's been since you sent out the letter stating it was unsafe. I mean, I had a guy berating me. It's just, something has to happen. And the other concern I'm gonna do real quick is with them when they block off their people's driveways, is this ADA accessible standards? That we have elderly people on that road. What if they're in walkers? What if they're in wheelchairs? They have to get to their houses. It is inconvenient that the culvert got closed down. You know what? Montgomery's gonna have to come up with something else. It is what it is. I'm not asking for this project to be stopped. It is what it is. I want it done faster than what it is, but unfortunately, we need to be safe. And it's not gonna stop. I will continue to call the police. I will go on further. You guys, we need your help, period.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
All right. Then we'll go on to members' items. Scott, you got anything?
Just one thing, after the meeting, a few of us will stay over. If anybody wants to talk more, we'll be open to communicate.
And Don's here and Connor's here
Don
now,
is here
too.
and Ryan.
Or maybe we can have a little discussion, see if we can solve some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a real quick, I sent out a email to you guys, BGA, the driveway.
Yeah,
They wanna
for
sell
South.
a portion of it to South Christian. It's a portion that wouldn't be used by the township. We'll come with a proposal, I just didn't wanna bring it and then a
Yeah.
bunch of questions.
Yeah, they've
so-
been talking about that for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, they've been
It's-
working through it.
To the west of,
Yeah,
right,
west
isn't
of
it?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West of the building,
Yeah,
right?
they're gonna fence it off, they're going to maybe have a gate so that we can use it if we need an emergency.
See, originally, they wanted to come and hook into the BGA
use it,
driveway.
yeah.
I didn't want no part of
That
that.
wouldn't be good.
No,
Now they want to separate.
they're
So anyway.
going around the other side.
Yeah, there'll be a formal proposal, I just
Yeah.
didn't wanna,
Yeah. Well, I think it'd be good for the
they
school.
wanted,
You know,
the
school get
committee
out of
wanted to make sure that I put you guys on
Yeah.
notice, so that, so.
there. So we see it coming, yeah. Good. Thanks.
First, Amos, that was a huge move for the future of Byron Township, and I appreciate your effort in that. Secondly, I thought Kent County was gonna put permanent barricades out.
Yeah, why,
Well,
I don't have answers and things that are
Yeah.
said and demanded.
Yeah, that's
We
what
have to
I
talk to people to understand it, right? Just,
right.
but I thought when we met with them, Peg, they were gonna permanently barricade
Yeah.
that.
They maybe think permanent barricade is the barricades they put there.
So I guess
They're
that's a
movable.
question we'll
with some
put forth.
friggin' concrete barriers
Well-
there, you ain't gonna move those.
Yeah, we can talk about it afterwards.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about it
I
after.
talked to the road commission, I can tell you what they told me about that.
Let's talk about it afterwards.
Anything else, Jake?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Becky?
Nothing.
Definitely have to do something, because I've had some calls as well.
Yeah. Well, we got Montgomery here and we got Don here, so let's see if we can get to the bottom of that. But driving across there with a semi, I guess if the thing lands in the bottom of the ditch, that'll put an end to that. Yeah.
It'll cost us more to fix it.
Well, that's her problem. Their insurance company can pay for that. Anybody that passes a road closed sign is doing that at their own risk, so,
But we don't want to
Anything
be
else?
like in the process of it.
yeah,
No, I read it.
for sure cure. Tom, anything else?
I'm done.
I'm good.
Peggy?
92nd Street wetlands, we are so close
Yeah.
now, so
Closer
close.
than 3 years ago, we've been
Yes,
hearing that.
so, because I got an
Peggy,
email.
I've been on the board 5.5 years. You've said that for
Yeah.
5.5 years.
Really, really, really close. I did sign the agreement then, and they said they needed a resolution, and I said, well, we already did a resolution.
Yeah.
So I sent that to them, and they said, oh, yeah, we're good then. So now,
So now what? The
I
governor
don't-
gotta sign it or what?
I don't, but now we've done everything we could possibly do that I can see, so we will wait.
I hope another
Hopefully.
township comes to us and say, should we do this?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, for
No.
sure.
And then we do have on the next board agenda, we're gonna have the Paramount
Yeah,
MFR, PUD rezoning public hearing. And they were well aware after the planning commission meeting when that was gonna be on the agenda. But we had to notice, we had to do the 300-foot notice and get it out in the paper. And the day it was in the paper is when I got a call or an email from Paramount saying that two of the people that represent Paramount weren't gonna be able to attend, so I told them it's too late, it's gonna be out there. So I'm just making you aware, it's going to be on the agenda. You can decide if you wanna table the decision based on the fact that they're not gonna be there, but it is.
What property is this?
This is the,
McGraw across
the
from the
Commons
school,
at
west of
Walnut
the high
Ridge.
school.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
old Spartan store property.
table it.
Well, I mean, but we have to hear, we have to
Yeah,
do the public hearing.
Oh,
So we can't change
Yeah.
it now.
got it.
I just wanted to make you aware of that coming, into it, so you're not going, well, where are they? Well,
Yeah,
it was
Planning
too late.
Commission passed it 4-3, right?
yeah.
Is that what it was, Marty?
4 to 3.
Yeah,
4-3?
yes.
Okay. So, just to give you a heads up, that's on the next
Yeah.
agenda.
So after it was noticed, then they said they can't make the meeting.
Got it, understood, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm slow today.
Anything else, Peggy?
Nope, those two things.
Okay. So we got Montgomery here and Don DeGroot is in the back, so you guys with 64th Street, feel free to beat them up.
Be nice at first.
Be nice at first. Meeting's adjourned.